ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलम् सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Namaskar. I welcome you all on the behalf of Vedic Upasana Peeth's series of Dharmadhara Satsang in English. Paying obeisance to my Sri Guru, Paratpar Guru, Dr. Jayant Athavale, I begin today's satsang. Today's topic is Importance of Chaturvarna Vyavastha, that is fourfold spiritual class system. As we had known in our last satsang, that Chaturvarna Vyavastha is a system formed by God for spiritual progress, hence it is not equivalent to the caste system prevailing in the current era. So at first, we'll know what is Chaturvarna and caste. Chaturvarna is the social system where each and every person can behave as per their basic nature, that is, as per their trigunas and nature, so that they can progress spiritually. Human birth is for God realization. The class system of four varnas, namely Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, has been set up in Dharma to guide one about how can one progress spiritually and attain God as per their ability. This is one way of Dharmacharan or following Dharma. Basically, Chaturvarna came into existence in Treta Yuga. Later, as mankind began moving towards ego, the attraction of man towards Maya, that is great illusion, started increasing. Thus, there was adulteration in Chaturvarna, and the two castes, namely Anulom and Pratilom, came into existence. Anulom caste consists of children born due to relation between men belonging to higher class and women of lower class. Pratilom is opposite of it. Though these castes were not aligned by dharma, the sages thought that mankind is the most important creation and thus accepted and made these castes favorable for life of universe. Now let's know how is it incorrect to reject Chaturvarna system under the pretext of equality. Chaturvarna exists in the entire universe. It is not only seen on mankind but also in plants and animals. For example, cow and snake are considered sattvic animals, that is, they belong to Brahman class. Lion and tiger are rajasic in nature and hence belong to Kshatriya class. This means that class system is a system which is decided as per one's gunas, that is, the three basic components sattva, raja, and tama. In society, we have teaching and learning, protection system, commerce, business, and seva, that is service, etc., as per class only. According to His Holiness Gurudev Dr. Kate Swami of Ahmednagar, equality is not the basic nature of dharma, but diversity is natural. In nature, there is unity in diversity. Division is not inimical to unity. Universe is diverse everywhere, and that is why universe exists. Even the body of humans and their senses are different. The work of ears cannot be done by eyes and vice versa. Even the universe is divided into various parts. It is oceans, lakes, rivers, mountains, etc. Not only that, even the blood of humans is different. The people who oppose Varna system say that it is possible to have unity by having meal in one plate and marrying in different caste. But is it possible? Now let's know how was the Varna created. In the beginning, there was only one Varna in the ancient Vedic society. We are all Brahmans or all Shudras, says Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And also Mahabharat, a Smruti text, says Janmana jayate Shudraha, Sanskarat bhaved dvijaha, Ved pathat bhaved vipraha, Brahma janatiti Brahmana. That is, one is born a Shudra and through purification he becomes a Brahman. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, Chaturvarnyam maya srushtam Gunakarma Vibhagashaha. That is, one is conferred on the basis of the intrinsic nature of an individual, which is a combination of trigunas. Thus, the trigunas are the causes of the universe. The Chaturvarni system is created by Prakriti or nature only. It's created from the Prakriti based on respective gunas and karmas. Now we'll know why it is improper to say that Brahmins created the spiritual class system for selfish reasons. According to His Holiness Gurudev Dr. Kate Swami, if Brahmins were to have created the spiritual class system for selfish reasons, why would they leave profit making activities like trade and industry in the hands of Vaishyas and power in the hands of Kshatriyas? Brahmins have been entrusted the Shatkarmas, that is the six acts, and they are Adhyan, that is study of spirituality, Adhyapan, that is teaching spirituality, Yajan, that is performing sacrificial fires, Yajan, that is guiding at a sacrificial fire, Dan, that is offering, and Pratigraha, that is accepting offerings. Are these selfish tasks? Even in that, teaching by taking yajan, pratigraha, and wealth are considered sins. In reality, the acts entrusted to Brahmins are unproductive from the viewpoint of benefiting oneself. Now we would get to know about the importance of Chaturvarna system. Dr. Annie Besant says it is not right to abolish the class system which has protected thousands of generations, while Chaldea, Persia, Egypt, Greece, and Rome vanished, but Bharat or India of the same age is stable. It will remain so because of the stability given by the class system. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra class complement each other. As per His Holiness Kane Maharaj of Narayangaon, Brahman should do good deeds and Shudra should pay obeisance to him with love and respect. And this is stated in Jnaneshwari. By doing this, whatever merits Brahman acquires by doing good deeds, Shudra also attains equal merits and he is uplifted. In this way, by following the four-class system and by following dharma, one can benefit. None is higher or lower amongst them. Just as various parts of the body do various tasks and we don't differentiate amongst them, the doctrine of class system is also the same. In it, our head is considered of Brahman Varna, hands of Kshatriya Varna, stomach of Vaishya Varna, and from waist onwards is considered as Shudra Varna. We don't do tasks done by legs with our hands. When all these parts of the body work together, we are able to live properly. Similarly, all Varna are also as per their basic nature. Mainly, as these four Varnas are means for God realization, there is no difference between them. All Varnas have equal rights for God realization. This can be understood more vividly from the points that we would hear in the satsang today. Now let us know about the importance and relation of class and ashram. In Sanatan Hindu Dharma, the functional tenets of Varnashram process are taught through the categorization of acts corresponding to the ashram vyavastha, that is fourfold stages of life. Varna or spiritual class means the code of righteous conduct that the jiva or the embodied soul has to undertake as per his inclination by following various sanskars as per scriptures. As per Hindu Dharma, one is supposed to live by following the four ashrams, namely Brahmacharya ashram, Grihasthashram, Vanaprasthashram, and Sannyas ashram. Through the fourfold ashram stages, the jiva imbibes sanskars or virtues, and by giving up the maya, that is the great illusion, begins the journey towards the spiritual class of non-duality with the divine, that is, towards the white formless radiance of Hansvarna. It is stated in the scriptures that if one performs actions as per one's Varna and stage in life as prescribed in Hindu Dharma, then one will obtain the desired results. The system of Varnas does the implementation of things mentioned in the four Vedas because the unmanifest Chaitanya, that is the divine consciousness generated from them, is from the God Himself, and this creates impression on the jiva as per their Varna, which can be clarified in this way. In order to follow the Shudra Dharma, Hindu Dharma has created The Brahmacharya Ashram. In the Brahmacharya Ashram, the impression of obedience, where the jiva has to listen to elders and act accordingly, is inculcated. This itself is known as sadhana as per Shudra Varna, and this particular aspect in this Varna helps to reduce the ego of the jiva. In order to follow the Vaishya Dharma, Hindu Dharma has created the Gruhasthashram. The give and take account reduces in the Gruhasthashram by doing sadhana as per Vaishyavarna. In Gruhasthashram, the impression of abiding by one's duty is formed in the jiva, where it learns to abide by one's duty for everyone in the family and keep them happy. This is known as sadhana as per Vaishyavarna. In this give and take account of the jiva reduces a lot, and it gets the opportunity to practically learn the principle what I see is my duty. In order to follow the Kshatriya Dharma, Vanaprasthashram is created. In the Vanaprasthashram, by doing Kshatriya Varna sadhana, one can get engrossed in God's thought. When the jiva enters in the Vanaprasthashram, at that time it goes away from Maya and mind gets trained to think about God. In order to go away from Maya, one has to perform sadhana as per Kshatriya Varna. In order to follow Brahman Dharma, Sannyas Ashram is created. In Sannyas Ashram, one can give knowledge to others by doing sadhana as per Brahman Varna. Sannyas Ashram means going from sacrifice to detachment and teaching other jivas about the moral impressions practically. This itself means sadhana as per the knowledgeable Brahman Varna. These four Varnas basically makes one aware about his responsibilities as per Hindu Dharma. Moving towards the Hansvarna after inclination for God's Nirguna form, that is unmanifest form, is also one of the importance of Varna system. When the jivas or the embodied souls begin to realize about the unmanifest from the sannyas ashram, from that time it begins to move towards the Hansvarna. In our upcoming satsang, we would know some more different aspects of Varna Vyavastha. Today, with these words, I conclude my talk, paying gratitude unto my Guru's lotus feet. Namaskar and Jaitu Hindurashtra.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi.